Today I'm going to talk about the meaning of LGBTQIA. I use the other A loosely because it's not exactly in it, it's just LGBTQIA. But I'm saying the other A like that because it stands for alliance, which we all do need to become allies and come together.
Beautiful morning, you're the sun of my morning bed. Nothing in the morning. Beautiful morning, you're the sun of my morning bed. Nothing in the morning.
Hello Bears, Barretts, and everyone in between. You already know the topic today, so let's go and get into it. LGBTQIA. Now, first thing first, the L. Everyone knows basically kind of a standard point of what the L is. It stands for lesbian. Now, my definition of a lesbian may be totally different from yours, but I'm going to tell you what mine is. A lesbian for me is basically a woman who loves other women and only is in love with other women. Now, for me, I don't feel just because a woman have sex with another woman that makes her a lesbian. I don't feel because she was in college, she wanted to experiment, that at one time she'll always be a lesbian. You can go out and kiss as many girls as you want. You can go out and fuck as many girls as you want. I still don't feel that makes you a lesbian. In my eyes, your preference isn't, your orientational preference isn't about sex for me. I feel, because you don't have to have a label, but if you just want to label it, for me, orientation goes by the gender that you love, not the gender that you want to fuck. Next is the G, which is where I fall into, which stands for gay. A big topic that a lot of people don't like to touch on or talk about just because they feel that there's a lot of stigma to the word gay. A lot of people try to pin it on heterosexual men to embarrass them or make them feel less than. And while I'm talking on that, I need to touch on that for a second. All of the straight females, heterosexual females, whatever, that is watching this, stop calling straight men gay. Stop, oh, you gay, oh, you this, you that kind of gay, you a homo, whatever. Stop calling guys gay as a term of trying to demean them, because for me, I am gay. And when you're saying, oh, you're gay, like, oh, you're bad, like, I'm not a bad person. I may have done some bad things in my life, but I'm not a bad person. So don't try to pin that on all gay people. Anyway, I just hate that. Now, gay. Gay means, for me, once again, men who love other men. Men who can only be intimately in love. And I don't mean intimate by sex. I mean intimate by what you feel in your heart. What you want. The man you want to kiss. The man you want to be with for the rest of your life. That to me makes you gay. If you want to put it into a label. I don't care about a man who sucked a dick, got fucked up the ass, fucked somebody else up the ass, got his ass ate, eating ass. I don't care. Sex, once again, for me, that doesn't determine what your orientation is. If you have sex with men and still have sex with women, but you clarify yourself as straight, hey, I'm gonna say, cool, you're a straight guy who just happens to like to fuck men from time to time. You may not agree with this, but that's just how I feel. Because the simple fact is, I've been with women before. I've been with a lot of women. But my thing is, I am gay. I fuck men. I love men. At the end of the day, I want to be married. Well, I am married, but I only want to be with men. That's that. Point blank, period. So for me, if you love another man intimately in that way that you want to spend the rest of your life with them, or you just want to be with them, that in terms for me is gay. Next one to get on is bi. That's what the B stands for in the LGBTQIA. And bisexuality, I'm trying to start going this without going on a tight rope. Bisexuality for me is a man who can ultimately love intimately a man and a woman. Once again, It has nothing to do with sex. It's if you see that you can see your life marrying that woman and spending long life term plans with that woman, then you like that woman. If you feel the same way that you can build this life long term, whether it's just a long term relationship or a long term marriage with the man, if you feel that same way with that man and that woman, you're bi. Once again, for me, it's not about sex. For me, it's more about the love, the connection of not necessarily just spirituality, but the connection of that intimacy, that I can be with that woman the same way I can be with that man. And to me, that makes you bisexual. That's what bisexuality is all about to me. Now, T, which stands for transgender. T is something that I have always wanted to make a video about and touch on, but I've just never have, which I'm going to make a separate video about transgender, being transgender another time. But transgender is basically a person who is born one sex and feels like that isn't me, that is not my life, that is not the person I am supposed to be. I don't feel connected to that. That is not who I am. So they change genders to the gender that they feel they should have been in the first place, the gender that they identify with, the gender that they are. Whether it's male to female or female to male, that's what a transgender person is. Now, going along the lines of transgender, you have transgender women, transgender men, transgender lesbian women, transgender gay men, transgender bi men, transgender bi women, transgender straight men, transgender straight women. Now, for me, my thing is this. Once again, I could care less what's between your legs and more about what's in your heart and what's in your head. For me, I love trans guys just as much as I love regular guys, because they are regular guys, and it's something that people need to get into their head. A trans man and a trans woman, that is a woman and that is a man. Now, they may have been born with other parts, but that has no determination on their heart. That doesn't make them anything or any kind of person less than what you are. If you feel that you are a man in your heart and your spirit and your soul, then be a man. If you feel that you should have been a woman and that's how you want to live your life, then be a woman. Life is too short to go off of what other people feel and how other people see you. Go by how you want to see yourself at the end of the day, and that is the golden rule to life, to success, and being happy. Now, I've had the transgender conversation with a couple of people as far as trans men, and the thing of it is, people feel, I've had a couple of people to feel weirdly because I say that I would date a trans man, which, I mean, I'm married, but I would, if I was single, I would date a trans man just as much as I would date a gay born man. I mean, because my thing is, gay, straight, that's a different story. But when you're talking about trans, if you're a trans gay man, I look at you as you're just a gay man. Next is Q, which stands for queer. Now, I'm not going to talk long about queer because queer has a widespread term. It's a widespread term. Most people who don't identify with gay or necessarily bi or trans or lesbian identify with queer. It's just a big umbrella with a lot of different people. Queer is also for people who are questioning what their orientation is, which I feel if you're questioning your orientation, you don't have to label yourself as anything, LGBTQI, A, B, C, D, C, whatever. Just figure out what you want, what your life is, how you see yourself, and go with that. I keep telling people all the time, yes, I feel I am gay, but at the same time, labels are for cans, not for people. Next is intersex, which is basically a person who, that's the I, basically a person who's either born with both sets of parts, penis and vagina, pussy, dick, or a person who's just in the middle of the spectrum, has a lot of testosterone and a lot of estrogen in between, so they're just kind of in between. That's basically what I've gotten from reading about what intersex is. Next is asexual and ally. Asexual is the last A of the LGBTQIA. Asexual is basically a person who doesn't really go by sex. They don't have a sexual attraction. It's just feelings of good times and fun that kind of gets with them. They don't really have a want for sex. They don't have that as some people will be like, oh, when you meet a person, ooh, I bet that person got a big dick, or that person turns me on, I would love to fuck that person, whatever. They have no sexual attraction whatsoever. And ally is not on the LGBTQIA, but it's basically an ally. It's a person who is with us who isn't basically LGBTQIA, but is still on our team, is still trying to help us, is still on our side. That's basically what an ally is, a friend, a person that's with us, and that's it. Thank you for watching. That is my LGBTQIA terminology. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, share, subscribe, talk about it. I mean, the thing about life is there are always going to be things you don't know, but just watch, learn, ask before you are quick to hate. You shouldn't hate at all. Just, like I say, ask if you don't know something. Never be afraid to ask. Thank you for watching Bears and Barrettes, and I will see you later.
Play the shit back to back. Yeah, they want it back to back. They gon' ask if I can play the shit back to back. I took a break from views, now it's back to that nigga.